Oh. So we're going live. Machiwa. We have camera and we have sound, it looks like, lights, and make sure we have action. Looks like we have action. All right. Talking about the Indigo Children. Let me turn that off. Talking about the Indigo Children. Let me turn that off. I should close all those windows. Sorry, guys. And it happens. Machiwa. Okay. So we're good to go. And we're going to be talking about these starseeds, these light workers, beings that are psychic, beings that are from other worlds. And they look like us. Okay? Because they're part human. They're part something else too. And we're going to be talking about what that is tonight in this transmission of spirit. Yes. Might as well get that energy going. Okay? Might as well cleanse and purify and prepare the inner speak, the inner guide and transmission. Your higher self. I'm looking for my lighter. There it is. Your higher self. You would say, it's you. When you say the word higher self, that's you. And one thing you learn through the Christos Information is that we're multi-dimensional beings at once. And it's not like you don't remember that. It's not like everybody is aware of that. But it doesn't change the fact that that's what's going on right now as we speak. And some people are spiritual. And a lot of people are not. That's their free will choice. And this is our free will choice to be spiritual. Cool, yeah. And quite frankly, all humans are spiritual beings having a human experience. It's just that most, and I do mean most humans have forgotten that. And it's not like it has happened overnight. This is a process, you would say, going back to Atlantis, the last Atlantis. Okay, because there was different versions of Atlantis that were destroyed. And so now we're talking about the most recent one, which was 50,000 years ago. Okay? So we're trying to learn about our true identity, our true timeline, our true history, because we're not getting that truth from science or religion. Okay? Science says Atlantis doesn't even exist. That they don't believe in God or some higher consciousness, energy, spirit, because you can't see it. You can't prove God. Machiwa. So let's start with some. This one's copal. Big old piece of copal. I'm gonna get some frankincense resin. Kochiwa. Co-creating. I mean, just like with a crystal, you co-create with it. Okay? This one's Auralite 23. I have my main quartz. I love to have quartz in here. And even under your pillow, when you sleep at night. You sleep, that's several hours you can benefit from the energy, right? Mochiwa. Indigos. You can call them indigo adults. They all start off as children and grow up into these hopefully enlightened beings, because it's within you, holy ones. But if you're one of those who are confused and messed up and having mental issues, drug issues, drama issues, well, you're still indigo. You're not damned. Okay, just realize that you haven't been given the right tool set, the right information, not the right healing information, at least. Machiwa. So we're trying to bring all that within our life on here on Earth, because it's very dark, and they attack Indigo Children. Okay, it's a spiritual. These beings that are like priests. They're like high-level priests. Priest kings, they're called. Magi kings, which means magician kings, magical kings. A king that's magical. A priest that's a king. Priest king. So realize we lived in Atlantis as priest kings, magi kings, holy grail. We lived in Lemuria. Oh, we lived in ancient Egypt. We also lived, remember, concept of reincarnation. We lived in Jeshua's time, and 2,000 years ago. We lived in France. Some of us were working over there by Stargate 12. So we're like got all this time periods in our own personal heritage, because each of us are coming through and specializing mostly in blue flame or gold flame or violet flame. All right, so if you go into Voyagers 2, right, you're going to find a chapter on the different, you would say, Ascension Codes. And you know how there's a blue flame Ascension Codes, there's gold flame Ascension Codes, and there's violet flame. And you can think of these as levels. Like one is like encompassing the others, inside the others. So the one that's the larger one, okay, it's going to have more codes. And so that's what we're relating to. That's how we're going to understand the Indigo Children when we start talking about these Ascension Codes and DNA strands. Because these Indigo Children, literally, even though they blend in with us, sort of, and look like us, they're not even close to what the consciousness is on Earth. So you have incentive to watch tonight's video. If you're going to find any source of information, this source, any type of truth about Indigo Children, it's not coming from Vice. Understand, you go type in Indigo Children, your first results are going to be this company or this publisher called Vice talking about Indigo Children, making a documentary about Indigo Children. Hello. You can just watch it and see the guy's face and eyes. He doesn't even believe in the concept. What the F is going on? He's doing a disservice, not as by putting indigos all down, when this being doesn't even know what is an indigo type 3, much less why the indigos are suffering and who they really are. Okay? So thank you for being here with me tonight. You have incentive to watch to the end because this is a unique point of view, not the Vice point of view, not the New Age point of view, not religion's point of view. You will find some other wisdom here, Holy One, for your soul, for your consciousness, for your awakening. Yes? Let me say hello to everyone as we start this transmission of spirit. It's a river. You will see it flow. There's no cue cards. I'm not reading anything. It's just an understanding. All of you following this light path, those of you who are Starseeds and Indigo Children, you also have a river flowing through you, Holy Ones. Machiwa. Much respect to you, fellow brothers and sisters. What's going on? Blue rays, indigo rays. Wachiwa. We got Stephen Vargas. Good evening to you, Holy One. Much respect. Davy J, greetings from the UK. What's up, homie? Way over there. You up late or early? One of the two, right? You're up late. That's right. Right now, where I'm at in Nevada, it's only 6:31. So, Lola Machiwa. Sorry, I missed a few days, you guys. I missed a couple days at least, Wednesday and Thursday. I'm here tonight, Friday. Good to see you, Lola. Jeffrey Eaton, what's good with you? Holy One, much respect. Good to see you again. Mac F is in the house. Wow, Philippines. What time is it in Philippines, Holy One? Good to have you. Laura. Hey, Indigo brother. Finally managed to be in the live. You said it. Oh, 222. Is that coincidence? No, it's not, Holy One. Criminal Activity says, hola, vatos. That means hello, brothers. Friends. Makoye. Bro Star Family says, Holt. What's up, bro? Tsiwa. Angry Veteran. I need guidance from like minds. I've been having experiences that I cannot explain. Well, please share, Holy One. We'll do our best. You came to the right place, yeah? Come on with it, brother. Tell us. What's up, Holt? No worries there, man. We got it covered. Diane, sending love, light blankets to you all. Oh, that's awesome. Beautiful. Magical. Thank you, Holy One. I can't remember. Is that normal? I'm not sure what you're referring to, Holy One. Psychic Owl Jason. I make the non-believers without even trying, just with my presence. Kind of scares me. I make the non-believers. I make them. I'm not even sure what you're talking about, Holy One, but thanks for sharing. It's popping. You got it. We feeling it. There's just a lot of like energies, man. There's a lot of energies. I'm not, and we you know, like if you ever go out and wade in the sea or in the ocean, you know, where you can't touch it with your feet, the ground, but you gotta balance, you know, stay in the water, and so Makoye. You feel this group consciousness energy, man. It's very powerful, and it's a great community. We're gonna have trolls in here sometimes, you guys, but hey, you guys transmute that shit real quick in chat. I mean, it's not easy. It's not even as if we need moderators, but we have them because they actually do have a mute button, you know. They can boot someone, and much respect, because they're watching our back. Because otherwise, if trolls went unchecked, they would just wreak havoc. That's what they're trying to do. What do you think they're trolling? To cause, you know, it's kind of like showing up at a wedding you weren't invited to and start harassing all the guests and causing commotion. You know, like this, like a wedding crasher. Someone wants to crash our party. You see what I'm saying? Our celebration, well, I call it a ceremony. You know, we don't skip this. It would say it's almost like a culture. It's like a state of consciousness, a state of being that you connect to. And the interesting thing is, when you learn this information, you realize that's available to you right now. That's in your body. It's not something you have to go and find and get somewhere. It's inside. Physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, everything you actually need is inside. I'm not teaching you anything. I'm just assisting you in your memory, because humans do have a memory issue. We have distortion. Earthlings have had distortion in their DNA because of the fallen angels from Atlantis. I mean, they're from other planets, but I'm saying our drama started there. That's where they first came in. You can say they're home wreckers. Okay? Because we were getting along, the human race, when they were first seated down here. Not down here, up there actually. But we fell down here. We were getting along for 10 million years. Okay? And then the fallen angels started messing with us, messed with our culture, our society, got involved in our society, started taking over our spiritual systems and beliefs by skewing them, distorting them, twisting them. Okay? And so you guys got to understand, it started off with positive Anunnaki. Another race who's related to us. originally called not Anunnaki, but the Anu Elohim. And so this race is related to the human race and to the Indigos. Now they're against their brothers and sisters. They hate Indigos and want to harm and kill and wipe us out. No, literally. They'll steal our DNA too, and modify and twist it and use it for themselves, or use it as part of their distortions. So there's a war between Anunnaki and Indigos. Not like we want to fight, we're forced to defend. We're the higher guardians, but we come into this low levels, so now we're vulnerable. You understand? We become vulnerable, but we're still modifying our reality and our experience through our consciousness. And you're supposed to be more evolved and more advanced than the others around you who are fallen into religion, who have fallen into New Age distortions. Which and when you go deeper into these distortions, you find wickedness in both religion and New Age. So we're like another option A, option B, option C. So realize the Christos is all about the inside. Like I just mentioned earlier, everything you need is on your inner Christ. Okay, that's what we would say modern day speak. The ancients call it Christos. That's the origin of all religions. You can say there once was actual, truthful, benevolent, law of one religions. There was 12. We realize the guardians in their workshops that our teacher Ashiana has put together. Check her out. Look her up. My mouse just fell down, sorry. This is our heritage. It's our history. And when we talk about Indigos, yes, they're aliens like some of these other races. I see 444. I just see 444. Average view duration is currently 444. Much respect to that synchrony. But yes, we have this heritage, man. And these beings are super ancient. Like, literally, if the humans are 560 million years old, they're in the billions. They're more ancient, more evolved, and literally much more DNA. So you can't tell that by an indigo who's in this agreement with the fallen angel. So this being can't act normal. It's not going to be normal living with a freaking fallen angel inside with it. So we talk about the indigo type 3s. We'll be talking about them more. But basically you have two souls in one body. An angelic soul and the fallen angel soul. But it's an agreement. Hey, let's get together and inside one lifetime and change your consciousness back. Because the fallen angel wants to come back to the light. It approached the guardians and asked for a host matrix, which the guardians will do. That's you, indigo child. That's you agreeing to help heal this fallen angel who has agreed. And we're talking specifically the Nephilim Anunnaki fallen angels. What are those? And why are we able to make host matrix? Because Nephilim are part human, but they're also part Anunnaki. So we're having a half human, half Anunnaki, you would say, union. Which is literally an ancient Egyptian. That's the humans that were used to make the Nephilim. They were ancient Atlantean Egyptians. Because remember, from these teachings, you'll learn that Egypt is actually part of Atlantis. And there's actually parts of Egypt, not Egypt, but Atlantis that's still existing. Literally, physically. Where is it? Well, I don't see it. It's England, Ireland, Wales, Netherlands. These are portions, leftover islands of Atlantis. Atlantis was actually a huge continent. It almost, you would say, imagine the space of the Atlantic Ocean. So it was a huge continent there once upon a time. Going all the way to the Bermuda Triangle is part of it that's left over. One of the parts that are left over, some powerful energy, weird mystical things going on. Because you talk about Templar, Stargates, you're going to get these anomalies that you don't understand. So now it's just a destructive anomaly. Okay, so this is science fiction that we live in, man. Your movies aren't even as high level as your imagination here, as the actual imagination or actual reality, right? So yeah, our reality is like a science fiction. When most of one of the most bizarre things is about our history and our drama is that most of the beings, billions of them, don't know what the F is going on. You don't know much higher than your sky what's happening above the buildings and what's happening above in the atmosphere, in the orbit, what's happening in the solar system, what's happening in the galaxy. There is a galaxy. Even flat earthers, they may not believe in that, but there's galaxies and other worlds and other beings, other dimensions. Even a flat earther can believe in other worlds, realize there's other worlds. Where do angels come from? Where do aliens come from? They're coming from some other terrestrial location. Not of this realm, a different realm, different species, different, when we get these satellites coming in from and bringing in non-Earth elements. Hello, flat earther, what the F are you got to say about that? They're bringing in and you can test the freaking thing and check the asteroid or meteor, and discover that, hey, this is coming from not our world, but it's flat Earth, you say. How did it effing get here? It fell and flew through a Stargate, I guess. Do you believe in other worlds? Do you believe in Stargates? Maybe flat earthers do, I don't know. So, anyways, let's put some more charcoal on this. Some more incense on the charcoal. You guys, there's a lot of pitfalls in the New Age movement, and one of them is the flat Earth. That's one of your pitfalls, one of your tricks, one of your stumps, one of your disempowerments. When you start thinking the Earth is flat, guess what? You're not looking for other worlds because they don't exist now, because you're in a dome and you're not going nowhere and no one's coming here, and aliens are bullshit and other worlds are bullshit, around planets are bullshit. See the mentality. You see what happens when you start believing in this shit. Distortion, hoax, lie. You become disempowered because now there is no connection now. There is no beings outside in other worlds. You don't believe in that. But there's spaceships. Where do they go? Why do they need to fly somewhere? Where are they flying to and flying from? And just the fact that there's stargates and wormholes, that means doorways to other worlds. Well, that means you can come and go. They're coming and going to other worlds that aren't flat. They're round too. Now, when you learn about this Christos, you're going to learn that everything's, God is round, man. Spheres within spheres. Roundness around roundness. It's round and spherical, and the anatomy of God is expanding out in spheres. Okay? Now, when you think reality is like this, there is no more, you don't know the parts of God. Now you don't understand the 15-dimensional time matrix. Now you don't understand angels. Now you don't understand aliens. Now you don't understand God. Now you don't understand yourself. Congratulations, flat earthers. Machiwa. So, back to Indigo Children. What's up? Indigos, give me 5. Yeah. We are bringing this knowledge. It's not coming from somewhere else. It's the alien Starseeds Lightworkers, Indigo Children, bringing it, speaking it, teaching it. You know, once again, you knew this before. Now you forgot this knowledge, but now you're getting it returned. During the spiritual awakening that's happening on your Earth, because of Earth's ascension and the Indigos coming in. You know the Indigos have a high level of consciousness, higher than Earth, because they came beyond Earth into other dimensional worlds. I don't just mean some other galaxy in a parallel. No, another higher expanded reality field. Where beings are more intelligent, more psychic, more perfect. Because this is a spectrum of distortion. And we're in a low level of it. That means worse level. A more distortion is down here compared to out here. Within the spheres, not within the flat earths, within flat of something. What? Understand? As you go places, honey. You're gonna go places with this consciousness. Outside of this world, doesn't even matter what the effing size, shape of the planet is. Because you're still dealing with God, you're still dealing with other realities, you're still dealing with other consciousness and other bodies in those realities, and other worlds and scenes in those realities. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter the shape of the world, does it? At the end of the day, it's just a distraction. At the end of the day, it's causing conflict. At the end of the day, you don't need it. Dismiss it. Dismiss this shape of the earth thing from your life. Stop spending hours and hours of your time. Okay, that's all we'll say about the flat earth. Thank you. So, we are bringing this awareness, man. We're just, here it is. Owning light. Being light. Talking about light. Indigos, you know what that means. First of all, let's get the obvious thing out of the way. Indigo. It's a color. And there's going to be an argument about it. Oh, indigo is really black. And if you're true or whatever true, you know people call indigo like a bluish violet. You can actually call it blue violet. And no, you're talking about indigo. Some people want to call it black. Okay. But why get angry at us because we're all agreeing it's like a blue purple, blue indigo. But there's an argument about the color. So we're just trying to, lovingly, peacefully say, hey, we're talking about all the millions of people who agree that indigo is the color that's blue-violet. Okay? You don't need to fight with us. You don't need to agree with us. We actually don't need you to agree that this is indigo ray, not blue, not purple, not violet. And the color does matter. Guess what? You go to a different color, you go into a different world, a different reality, a different consciousness. Hey, there's light pale blue. There's blue. There's a dark blue. There's 3 different blues right there. So yes, the color, the shade, the hue matters. And when you got a bunch of New Agers meditating on the wrong color, the wrong hue, well, there you go. Damage done. Distortion complete. Now you're thinking, first of all, there's only 7, but there's more than 7, honey. You're getting ripped off. When you know there's twice as many. There's 15, actually. Then you know what the F are they telling us 7 for? Because that's what they're telling you. That's what the Hindus and the Buddhists think. That's what they've been told. Now they're telling you that there's only 7 levels of consciousness. Bullshit. Excuse my language. There's the 6th level. Even though it's called the 3rd eye. But it's called the 3rd eye because not because it's the 3rd level, but because it's 1, 2, 3rd eye. It's actually the 6th chakra, which is, some people don't know, or if you're not into spiritual stuff normally, you probably don't know what a chakra is, but there's when you hear someone talk about the third eye, don't think of it's the third of something. It's actually the sixth chakra, but it's the third eye, associated with vision, associated with seeing, associated with the color indigo, which we just explained for 10 minutes what indigo is. So the color is represented in the aura. Can you see the aura? Your aura or other people's aura? It's colors. Spheres, not flat. Spheres around your body. More spheres, more spheres. There's that consciousness of God, Bato. Your consciousness in these spheres around your body in different colors. Well, one of these spheres is being created by your third eye. There's a star tetrahedron, an event horizon, a star gate, honey, right here, taking you to the sixth dimension while we're here in third dimension. Third dimension is the lowly, this is where humans are, in the solar plexus, the yellow ray. Psychic, starseeds, lightworkers, indigo children, well, they have more than this consciousness. They have the fourth dimensional astral consciousness, the green ray. They have the fifth dimensional archetype consciousness, the blue ray. And some of us, millions of us on a planet of billions, that's not many, millions of indigos who are actually third eye, indigo ray. Not purple, not violet. Indigo, Machiwa Holy One. So, when the guardians tell you it's indigo, what's up? Is there an argument? Why? I love you. Machiwa. So, we're learning about this aspects of your toolkit, your anatomy. Because you're only taught, maybe biology and chemistry and a little bit of this anatomy, of what most humans know. The skeletal system, the organs and glands and endocrine system and all this stuff. But they don't go farther. They don't know farther. Scientists don't believe in all this stuff. Like what we call a big part of this creation of what creates your body and your consciousness is called a morphogenetic field. Scientists don't believe in this or don't find it, can't measure it, don't know what it is. Okay, so the guardians talk about these crystal bodies. And all beings have a morphogenetic field, also called the crystal body. So a little bug, potato bug, has a crystal body. This has a crystal body. Everything in existence has a crystal body. Everything has a Merkaba. Everything has a Cathara tree grid. Cathara grid, not the fallen angelic, what's this? Kabbalah. The, Jewish mystic occult talking to you about 10 Sephiroth. Sorry, honey. False creed. Darkness. Abashi. There's 12. Remember we said 12. 12! When you start hearing 10 gods, 10 Sephiroth, run! Away. You're in the fault system. And what is the 10 strand anyways? It's reptilian. Christos, is 12 strand. Reptilian, 10. Do you want to follow the 10 Sephiroth? Or do you want to follow Christos, 12? 12. Not 10. There's a huge difference between a 10th dimension of consciousness and the Christed. First of all, the Christed DNA can actually leave the entire creation here, time matrix creation. You can leave the hologram creation. Because that's what we're in. We're in something called the hologram. The hologram of matter. It's in sections of matter, different types of matter, and we are only experiencing carbon matter. These indigo children are coming from beyond all matter, where there is no body, where God is only pure consciousness, where God is